All right, let's take a look at Orchestra. This got #1 on Product Hunt, #1 product of the week on Product Hunt. Now, this is a productivity and team management, project management app. Your work lives in chat. Now your tools do. One chat-centric workspace made AI native to keep work context, chats, channels, calls, projects, tasks, documents, and media all together in one. So here is their landing page. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to just jump into the tool as fast as we can. I do like to go and look at the traffic so far. So they have almost 11,000 monthly visits going to their site. Not too bad. We are going to go in and I'm going to go ahead and log in to the app real quick. And this is what the light version looks like. So we'll go through and just kind of show you what the light version, and that's what I actually am going to, I actually prefer, especially with like productivity. You just kind of have to get the feel of like what type of app that you're in. For me, for productivity, a lighter, clean theme like this seems to get me more in the productive type of energy, with a dark mode for certain other things, maybe vibe coding an app or something like that. But you can go, and this is what the dark mode will look like right over here. So you can just get a different vibe. And when it comes to looking at, it just depends on, if it's late at night, obviously changing it to this theme right here would be very much better and easier on your eyes. So it's really nice to have that as an option. So we'll go over here and I'm going to show you the main features of the tool and everything as well. But let me go over the pricing on this. Now, this is part of a platform called Prime Club. They do currently have a lifetime deal offer right now, starting at $69 right here. And you can see now this Prime Club over here, this is my first review for this website right over here. They only have 4 items at a time. I think that they have a maximum of 5 tools at any given time. They're very, very hand selected. They have a lot of other opportunities with vendors, and they only choose between like 1 and 5 at any given time. So that's just something that makes them unique. They really like to vet these products before they put them on their site. So they really give you a lot of information. And so I don't have to go and tell you all about this. Really, you can just click the link below and go and read the page right here. It's going to tell you what your refund is, when this was founded right here, how many people are on their team. So there's 6 people on this team of Orchestra right now, what their annual reoccurring revenue is right now, 73,000, where they're based out of California, and more information will come down as well. They even have some different things right over here. They have how risky is this purchase and why. Pretty cool stuff. And so here is the pricing right now. You can get $69. You'll get up to 5 team members. Now remember, this is a team management, project management, productivity app. Up to 50 gigabytes of total storage across all the projects and team members. One thing that I don't really like is that the file upload size is only 250 megabytes. So a lot of YouTube videos are going to be way bigger than that. And so you would need to also use a third party like Dropbox or Google Drive or something like that in order to share the files and so forth. Now, what I have to do is I kind of have to back off of being so harsh on that being a big reason for the tool, because really it's how to manage tasks and chat and all that kind of stuff, right? Kanban boards, all that stuff, right? Inside the app. There are a couple apps on the market that allow you to upload unlimited file storage, like, so if your YouTube video or whatever is 5 gigabytes on the size, like you're able to upload those and share those back and forth and so forth. But most of these tools do not offer that, right? So this is pretty normal. Your Trellos and all that also, I believe, have like a 250 megabytes. So I'm going to back off on that being like a point off on my grade, if you will, because of that. That seems to be more of the normal. I like to see that it would be like maybe 2, 3, 4 gigabytes as a max. That way people can upload videos and so forth. But, I think that would be great too, because you still would be using your file storage, right? Your total file storage. So why not let us upload larger files? And that's what my kind of case for that is. We have unlimited guests, whatever that means, and bring your own key is coming soon. So that's all you get. You get all of the features. What really stands out is the team members. How big is your team? How much storage do you want? Those are literally the only things that change across the plans. So you have $69 tier 1, $149 tier 2 and $299 for tier 3. Let's go jump into the tool. And so right over here, you're going to manage your team members. So I've added a team member right here, myself. You can see the email and there's myself right there. And so we can create a unique team and it would fall under this folder right here. But your parent team essentially is up here. Now this is your workspace. And how many workspaces do you get? I believe you get as much workspaces as you want because it's really based on team members, right, that you have. So you can go and create a new workspace as well. But right now we have the David's YouTube team workspace right over here. Now we can go and click on that, right? And then you can go to members over here and you can actually go and copy this link and share it, right? And I think I've already, okay, so we're just gonna go like that. I'm gonna copy this link and we'll go over and see what this link looks like. And then you would share this to your team, right? So you would share this to the member that you want to sign up to the app. It's going to look like this. And then I'm actually going to go into an incognito window because it's recognizing me already signed in. And so what I'm going to do is go like this and see what it does on an incognito window where I'm not signed in. And then this is going to be join David's team. So I'm going to join with Google. And actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put in an email right over here. Just going to put in an email, continue. I'll probably set up my password too real quick. It's going to ask to verify email, right? So it's going to ask us to just add our name and stuff like that. It's going to log us into the app, and this is what it would look like from your new teammates standpoint when they log in. Welcome to David's team, join as Josh. So I'm going to go ahead and click that button there. So that's when you're officially going to be added to the team. Successfully joined the David's YouTube team. Open joined space, and now you're going to be logged in, and this is what you're going to see as a new member right here. You don't have any tasks assigned to you yet. You be able to come over here and see the members of your team right there as well, and we can say I'm here, it's Josh, I think. I'm going to go ahead and just go like that. And then we will go back in to our regular part of the app where we're logged in as the admin. So now you can see we have this person has absolutely joined already. And you can change them as an owner, editor, member, and so forth. So you have full control over that. And you can see your team right there. You can see how many guests you have and so forth. I don't really know what bots are for in this. We're going to come over here. And now you can go to docs and we're kind of working our way up this way. And so now you have documents that you can go and share with your team. And I've already created a couple right over here. I want to see what that looks like from over here, which is if you were, a new member, would you be able to come over here to docs? And these docs have not been assigned yet. So I need to figure out how to assign that to this person over here. These need to be able to be assigned. And this is exactly where you'll do that at, right? So you'll right click over here, you'll go over to members, and then you will add a member, and then you'll add that for Josh. And let's say you need him because he is going to be using the YouTube upload SEO schedule, but maybe he's not making thumbnails for our site, right? And so let's go take a look at what that looks like. We'd come over here and you can already see that it's already dropped in there, right? So now we can come over here and you can see exactly what this is over here. And they can see the actual document. I would need to make them an editor if I wanted them to be able to click on this and actually check mark that as well. But now we can come over here and take a look. So you can go and add a document and just say, new doc, and you'll have your new document. And the way that this works is you just go and go with a command, and it's a lot like Notion. So you'll be able to come in here and, add heading here, do a / and you can add a code block, other headings, you can do a divider, you can do a call out, you can do a bulleted list right here like this. So those are going to be very common. You can convert that into a list, a numbered list, a to-do list right there. And these are clickable right here if you're an editor. What other things can you do? There's a lot of things you can do. You can add YouTube videos, Loom videos, Figma, embed PDFs, mind maps, frame, dates, Kanban view, tables, and so forth. So you can do a lot of stuff. It's very much like a Notion type editor. I'll show you some like this one over here. We added in something that you would actually do, right? It's an SOP, a standard checklist that you want this employee or contractor to do every time they go to upload something, right? So those are in the instructions. And this is what maybe what it looks like to add a YouTube video in here, and actually it plays from inside of here, which is cool. All right, let's turn your content So that's pretty cool. You can play that from inside of there. This is what a table looks like as well. There's a chat function over here. You can attach as well inside the document area. And then you have your chat over here as well. You can chat one-on-one with someone. So sending you a test message here, right? So I'm going to send Josh a text message, and then he would come in right over here, and you can see that there's going to be some alerts up here. There's probably going to be something over here that, let's see, nope, it's not showing up right there. Let's go over here to the chat. There is a dot right there. Maybe that's what that symbolizes, but you can see I'm here, it's Josh. And so I'm going to go and let's see if, okay, so there's the message from myself to Josh. Okay, cool. And then you can send that back. So now you guys have that chat thread right there. And then you can see that you can hear that I got a message because I'm logged into the other one. There was that little beeping noise. It means that someone did just message me. So that's pretty cool. You guys can live inside the app, and while you can see where, it operates a lot like, Microsoft Teams or something like that. No, you can go over here and see, or you can go with this one over here. So a direct message or the entire team, and you can add everybody on the team on one thread as well. I do think that it's a little bit, gets a little bit kind of cumbersome by having all this other junk in here, like projects and all that stuff, when really I would like to just see the chats right over here and not all these project stuff. It seems like if you add a file to a project or something like that, it like creates it in a chat over here or something like that, which that part's a little bit confusing to me. In my opinion, it's not as clean as you would like it. So that's just something that I would work on. I would like to just see the chats inside of here. And then finally, right over here, just real simple. Now this is where you're going to be doing most of your work, right? This is going to be the project tab right here. And you can see that we have like this video right here. You can click on it and see all the different things, vibe coding. Now you can go and, for example, if I want to add something, okay, so I was messing around with this earlier where we had tags shown up right over here on the list view. In order to make sure that stays, you have to go over here to display, I believe. We can make this a Kanban or just a list. I'm going to keep it as a list, but we can actually go over here and make sure that tags show up. So I'll click on that right there, and then tags should show up right there. And then let me go click off of that. And so I'm not seeing the tags show up. Now earlier I was in here and that was actually the case. So that's a little bit strange to me. Let me zoom out to make sure that is not, okay. So they are showing up. It's just it's too many columns right here. So maybe you'd come over here and get rid of, project, and maybe and I'm trying to figure out how you would rearrange these as well. So there you go. So maybe priority, you'd go like that, maybe. And maybe the created date is also not that important. Really, the due date is more important. I think status should be very important as well, right there. So something like that. And then now we can zoom back in to 100%. And this is probably what you'd want to go with. So let's just say you have these right over here. You can see we've done that one right over here. You can go and look at what's due today. You can see what's recently completed. You can look at all and archived, right? So if we have an archived one, this one's been done, we can click on it and we can actually archive it from over here if we wanted to. But I can show you what this one looks like right over here. So we just added this one in. You can go and add an attachment. You can add the attachment from here, but what I've learned that the way that you're really supposed to use it is the chat function. You just come in here, you add and go over here to attachment. I can go in and grab another. Let's just grab another thumbnail. Those are good examples to use. So you grab a thumbnail right there, and then you can say, here is the thumbnail, and you could add that, right? And so then now someone else maybe comes in and they want to click on this, they can actually push the download button over here, right? Now the difference is that if you don't use if you're not in the chat feature, for whatever reason, you add the file over here. If I click on this, it will open up, and that's all that you get. There's no download feature. Now you can right click over here and you can copy link to image and open that up. That's fine. But from here, nothing downloads. You can't download. That download is not available. Nothing happens when I push download. So you want to use the chat feature so that the attachments show up right there, if that makes sense. And here's the members that are right here. There's invite links right there. We can also add members. So if I wanted Josh to be a part of this one, I would just go like that, add member. So once you get everything set up, then it will work really well. You're going to come over here and let's just say we want to add a new task, video title 3. activity. So this is a YouTube workflow, right? And then maybe the assignee, this is going to be, we're going to add it to Josh. We're going to say medium, and then we're going to say that this is to do, and they're going to put it on that they're doing they're working on it. They want review. You could get rid of that if you don't want, and then done, right? You would be marking it done. So you would just say to do right there. And then like that completed at, I would probably get rid of. And then the type of video, right? So if it's a vibe coding, AppSumo, maybe product hunt, deep dive tutorial, maybe I put it in right there as well, right? So that's how you could use this. And then if you want to add a project, you just come over here, new project. Maybe this is a completely different project, and you could do maybe from this point, you want to use a Kanban, right? And so you would come over and set the date right there and so forth. And you can say to do, and then you could go with a Kanban right here. And this can be dragged and dropped depending on what task it is. So you have a lot of flexibility with the Kanban, the list, depending on what do you think is going to be most efficient for your team. Overall, this has been Orchestra. Remember the pricing from $69, $149, and $299. They have 3 packages right here on Prime Club. This is a limited lifetime deal that will only be available as long as it's on Prime deal. They've already got traffic coming to their site. They already got #1 product of the week on Product Hunt as well. So this is an opportunity to go pick up a really good product that is still in the beginning stages. And if this is their, their MVP, what I like about it is that it's very clean, pretty easy to figure out and use compared to, all the other kind of popular tools that are out there in this same kind of category of tools or industry. Overall, I think that this could do really, really well for your team if you need a product management tool like this. Overall, I had a good experience with the tool. I'd probably have to give this about a 4.3 out of 5-star rating. Let me know if you agree with that rating, and type in Orchestra below so I know you watched the entire thing. Go pick it up with the link below. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video.